Okay, Rashmi, just check. Maybe others. Yes, Sharanya has come in. Okay. Sharanya, hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening. Who else is there yet? Okay, Hafifa has come in. Okay, Hafifa. Okay, brilliant. So Rashmi, I'm sure she would be checking with the participants. Okay, great. So how are you all today? All doing good? It's a good day, another good day. Okay, fine. So yes, Bhumika Nayak has come in, right? Brilliant. Okay, Bhumika Nayak is in. Okay. Just a kind of a suggestion, no? Because see, if you look at here, I'm sure all of you log in very early, right? So you're pretty regular. Maybe that 5-10 minutes, if you have some other task as well, log in and do other things. That's what I do, right? Around 8:15 and there about that, no? Because I log in and then I'm off if I want to do. I'm not sitting here sometime. So that way, what happens is that you all will be available and we can start on time. So that's just kind of a small, tiny advice, if I can say so, which I wanted to share with you. Okay, brilliant. So let's, do we have any task today? What is the assignment today for the class? I think Nikita knows it. She's having a, so Nikita, tell us, what's the assignment?
We have to speak on what are the most 5 important things that a learner can do to learn English.
Fantastic.
And what are your plans?
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank you, Nikita. So I'll not start with Nikita. I quite often have started with Nikita. So we will give a kind of a break today. So for a change, we'll go to somebody else. Okay. So how about we start with Hafifa. Hafifa, hi.
Hello, sir.
Very good evening, Hafifa. How are you today? Very good evening, Hafifa.
I'm great. What about you, sir?
I'm also doing equally good. Thank you so much. And so, can you do the task which Nikita just pointed out? Can you share your thoughts on that, please?
Actually, I couldn't hear what she told now.
Okay, I'll explain that. See, for some reason, no, I'm able to hear a echo back. Have you logged in from 2 devices?
No.
Okay, are you using a speaker? Maybe speaker to maybe speaker sound could be echoing because we can hear an echo. Sharanya, are you able to hear an echo when my voice? Okay, yeah, she is also able to hear. So okay, fine. So carry on. We'll manage. So I'll go on mute. So all yours. You discuss. Okay, you didn't know the task. What was the task? Shall I say the task now, Hafifa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. The task is like, what are the 5 things you can do from your end during this training program and post this training program? During this training program is for this particular period. Post this training program would be for your improvement, your personal improvement for your life, those kind of a thing. You can do in terms like to improve in this language. What are the 5 things you can do? Language, of course, English. It could be speaking, reading, writing, and there about that, which we gave yesterday, right? You were there as well.
I can't hear you, sir.
You can't hear me?
No, it is not clear.
Okay, it's not clear. Is it clear to others? Charan, is my voice clear? Clear. Okay, fine. Fine. So Hafifa will come back to you. Hopefully, you would understand what would be the
Okay.
task when others are doing. Maybe you have some net issue. So you can go on mute. I'll come back to you again. Right. So let me start with Bhumika now.
Sorry for the
No
inconvenience.
problem. No issues. Yeah.
Hi, sir.
Yes. Hi, Bhumika.
Okay, the first point is to watch the movies,
Okay. Yes.
and second one is to read novels or storybooks.
Okay. This is something which Bhumika will do, or Bhumika is saying this others can do.
No, I do that.
Okay. Fine. So yeah, that's something. Okay. Fine.
Third point is talking English with your friends.
Okay.
And the fourth point is reading newspapers.
Okay, reading newspaper. So what kind of newspaper do you, okay, you finish your thing, then I'll come back to questions. Yes.
Okay, actually, I don't read newspaper except that point. Else all I do.
Do you read newspaper or you don't read newspapers?
No, I don't read newspapers except that. Everything else, what I'm saying, I do that.
Okay, so newspaper is an advice for other participants. Please read newspaper every day. Morning and evening. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's
No,
go one
actually,
by one.
yeah, from the 5 points I say, they can do only they can do 3 points and manage to speak English well.
Okay, fine. So one by one, if you, I believe you said that you have some friends with whom you can speak in English, right? I believe you did say that. Okay, fine. So how often do you speak, meet these friends or speak to them?
Weekly, twice,
Okay,
or
fine.
while texting also we can speak.
Okay, what kind of movies do you watch?
Movies, I said you earlier that I finished a series and I watch series more.
Okay, you like series more. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Plus, that's something great. And what else you said?
Novels. Novels actually now I read. I don't read it. When I was in college, we were reading it. We were passing it to our friends, and we were reading it. So one by one.
Brilliant, Bhumika. Good. If you find time, get into the reading habit as well, because that's another great thing. Also, newspaper is not bad as well. If you're not a news person, then it's okay. See, some are not bothered what is happening around the world as long as they will never. So if you are that kind of person, don't do that, because we are talking about pick up something which interests you. Right, like novel interest you, which you have already done. Go and then it will become interesting for you.
Yes.
News is not interesting, like web series is interesting, or something, or talking with somebody is interesting. Then you should pick up that. Great.
And
Fabulous. So
another,
that is
one more point, last point is, I don't do this also. Pick a topic and write a page about it in English.
okay.
Daily.
Right. Okay, fine. Pick a paper and right. Absolutely, that is one of the exercise as well.
Yeah.
Right. Whatever you have thoughts in mind, you write it on the paper. So that is something which will which helps your language. That is very important. Apart from start thinking in English, start writing as well, and those are the things as well. Okay, fine, great. So there are plenty of things which can be done. So this is something which you are doing, and brilliant. So carry this thing and keep doing it afterwards as well, so you can get much better. Right. So I'll go on to go to Sharanya now. Sharanya got a lot of advice from Bhumika. What are the things? She was heartily having a laugh. Oh, these are the things you can do. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. She was laughing. So let's see what Sharanya does for her things. Yeah, all yours.
listening, speaking, reading, and writing are the main skills we need to communicate in any language. Like being very good at only one skill, that is writing or reading, that will not help us. Like you need to be able to read well before you can write well. You also need to be able to listen before you can speak. So we have to practice. Like there is no any magic way to learn English instantly. So we have to practice it. We have to speak with others so that it will be fluent. And then we have to pay attention towards pronunciation. And reading helps us, and watching movies, series helps us. So we have to listen, then try to speak, write, read.
Okay. So what are these activities which Sharanya does? Do you listen a lot?
Yes, I watch movies, series, and YouTube videos.
Okay, fine. So you watch, what kind of YouTube videos do you watch?
Everything. When I scroll, whatever it is, I used to watch it.
Okay, that's good, because that gives you a variety as well, and then that's something you can do. Great. So this is something. Do you also read? You said.
Yeah, I try to read, but novels. I finished only 2 books now.
Okay, 2 books till now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My brother used to read a lot, so by seeing him, I also wanted to read. So I tried.
Don't worry. Even I don't read much. I don't read much into novel and all, apart from few books which I've done. I haven't. But I like reading. Like Nikita said, I like reading newspaper. That is something which is a part of my thing, right? So that's also helped me to improve my language. That was right from very young childhood, right? So that is something. Yes, so that is something will help you. Okay, brilliant, Sharanya. So hope you will be able to carry this thing, right? Find a speaking partner if you can do. Listen very often. Listen to some English accent as well if possible, and understand that. Whenever you come across, even now I come across the words. See, I'm not an ocean of vocabulary, right? Let me just tell you. So even I may not be knowing, I definitely don't know many words. Definitely. There might be a lot of good, what do you call, someone who would be completely a master of vocabulary. They might be there as well, right? So I make an attempt to go through. Even when I'm reading paper, I come across a new word, I don't know. Make an attempt to go through the word, understand what's the meaning of it. And then a couple of times, sometimes you might forget as well, but you have to put in your brain and then it will stay stored there. And right, so that is something you can do. Very good, Sharanya, fabulous. And then I go on to Kanchana now. Let's see, Kanchana, what has you got?
5 most important things to learn any language is listening, speaking, and reading and writing.
Yeah.
About listening, the learning of language starts from listening. One should be a good listener first to be a good speaker in future.
Okay.
Second point is speaking. Speaking is an important stage of learning a language. We have to speak as much as possible.
Kanchana, we are interested to know what Kanchana is doing.
Okay,
I think don't see in all the group. No, there is another group where they were not aware of the activity. They didn't tell me also. We have 101 as well. No, so now I want to know what Kanchana will do. Like Bhumika also started with the general thing. These are the things you can do. What does Kanchana do every day? Like today, what did Kanchana do? Did get time? Okay, not today. And what did Kanchana do for past 1 week? Was there something? What you will plan to do for next 6 weeks? What will be your portion? Every day you will devote. That is what I wanted to know. What you will devote for English, right? And then post the training, are you going to stop this journey or are you going to carry forward this journey? In what way you will be carrying forward? So that's the nitty-gritty or detail I wanted.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
My plans to learn English language is talking with friends in English and texting with them in WhatsApp and
Okay,
Messenger in English
right.
and watching English movies and web series in English
Okay,
and reading newspaper.
okay. So let's go one by one. Do you read newspaper nowadays?
Not now.
Okay.
I will start reading English paper.
Okay, fantastic. So that is a kind of a commitment as well. I know it's difficult because you have work now. You started working, as you said. That's a very, very good thing. You have family to take care. I believe you have a kid as well, right? But there will be some sort of entertainment thing everybody do. See, if you wake up every day and then do the work and sleep again, come in front of the laptop, you do it for almost like a month. I'm sure even for a week after that, you will have problems. Unless and until there's a deadline, you have to finish and all those things, right? So you will have some sort of entertainment portion. Definitely you will have. So now playing with your baby could have been an entertaining portion for you, or maybe other household chores is also something important. But other than that, will you be able to find time? If honestly you can't, then what's your plan for future? So that is what I wanted. I wanted to hear the honest plan. Okay, so fine. So a paper is something you will do. What are the other things which you said? You said texting with friends and all. Do you do it currently now?
In WhatsApp, I text in English only with my friends.
Okay, okay, fine, absolutely. And what else? Do you watch something where you are able to spend some time?
Yeah, I watch shows, but
Okay.
not in English, in Hindi.
Okay, so this is where you can break that comfort zone. Remember that diagram, right? For a little bit of time. See, you might love Hindi. You may not get the same pleasure by watching an English thing. Oh, this is boring. Hindi is so good. You will definitely feel, because you got used to the Hindi. So this is where you're going to break that comfort zone thing, no, where success is. Okay, let me spare this 15 minutes. I'll watch today. This one. So you have to break that. You have to come out of that. So that is precisely what it is. So that is something comfort.
Earlier I used to watch Arnab Goswami's news, which comes in times now.
You like him?
Yeah. After Sushant Singh's case, I stopped that.
After?
Sushant Singh's case.
Okay, you stopped.
Yeah, I stopped that.
Okay, fine. Yes. People personally, because have opinion, no? So once they go against your thing, wishes, you start liking. Okay.
I will watch that Arnab Goswami's show.
Yeah. See, good news channels are there. Of course, you like this, great. There are a lot of good news channels which all of you can, if you find time. See, in news channels, what happens is that they debate. See, suppose today there's an environment, or today there is a thing about women and all. Participants will be there, 4-5 participants. They will come. They will ask a question. Then they will respond. Then they will articulate. They will explain what they feel about that. So I have watched a lot of. Now I don't watch actually. Post Corona and all, I seldom watch. But I used to watch a lot, and I have learned a lot of my language skills from that as well. In terms of how you argue, how you debate, how you express your point, how you make your point. What do you call something very relevant, right? Which everybody will agree. So those kind of skills you can learn from the news channel. So that is something. It's a USP, Kanchana. That's a unique point.
The words they used in news is actually some new words for us in that news channel.
Absolutely. A lot of them. Some of the words they use is banana republic. So even a long time ago, I used to think, what is banana republic? Right. Then I used to go and think, and this is so many words they use. It's a cliche. That's another word they use. So cliche is another word. So I honestly didn't know all these meanings. So when I started and then I googled and then I found out, and also seeing news channels is a fabulous one.
Special watch that Times Now only.
Times Now you watch?
Yeah, I will continue that.
Okay, brilliant. So what's these 10? Anything you want to watch? We are stopping you if you want to see Onam Goswami as well. Once you change your mind as well, you can go and start watching him as well. That's perfectly fine. Anything which is in English is always welcome. Brilliant, Kanchana. Fabulous for sharing your thoughts. I think Nikita has got a lot of clue now. So that is precisely what I'll be expecting from Nikita. What Nikita will do or Nikita is doing. One thing I know, she reads newspaper. So she also said she reads newspaper only in Kannada, did you say? Or English?
No, sir. I read it in mobile.
Oh, you read it? That's fine. But in English?
Yeah.
See, Nikita, reading newspaper doesn't mean you have to read in hard paper and read it. No, it's not like that. You can read on paper, this thing as well. That's perfectly fine. Because we get free newspaper, e-paper also free. And nothing wrong in going through. And that's something you should do. Yes, Nikita, all yours.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to start with a quote. Albert Einstein's quote. Once you stop learning, you start dying. So never stop learning. First point is reading. I read, that's what, newspapers. And now you have kept us busy through those stories. So that is one thing which we all do.
Story meaning the English at 8?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
And sometimes if I read any book, which is
any book you read. Okay, great.
Then writing. I will start writing a diary. Actually, I was writing it before, but I stopped for some reason. Yeah, so I'm thinking to start it again to improve my English. Then same as everyone said, watching movies, series, and TV, particularly English channels. Then, dedication towards learning English, that is important. You have to keep practicing. That I'll do. Keep practicing English. And yeah, I usually communicate with my cousins in English only. Yeah, all these 5 things I do.
Fabulous, Nikita. Yes, go on.
Yeah, I would like to end with again a quote. Never stop learning because life never stops teaching.
Okay. There's a saying, you throw a lucky man into an pond, he will come with a fish in his hand. So similarly, I just gave what are the things you can do, and Nikita came with a quote at the beginning, a quote in the end. So just imagine what she will do if we give a kind of a free speech. So she will come with fabulous things. Great thoughts, Nikita. No one is stopping anyone here, right? So it's your platform. This is your thing. This is your platform to express yourself, be free, share your stuff. So there is no limitation here as such. When I'm giving a kind of platform for you to talk where everybody is listening, so that is where you are the kind of queen for that particular movement of that particular script, right? So you can be yourself. You can express what you want to say, how you want to say, and also that is precisely Nikita has used this opportunity for. Fabulous, Nikita. Reading is fabulous. So don't worry whether it is there on mobile or anything. That's completely fine. Just wanted to ask you one thing: the web series and all which you spoke about. Are you currently watching?
No, sir. During this lockdown, I was watching.
Okay, fine. So you can carry on. Just find some time. So if you will be able to do that. I know you can't fit everything together, but here and there. So that is something because we have other things as well. Fabulous one, Nikita.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Great. So let's see whether Hafsa is there. Hafsa, brilliant.
Yes, sir.
Hafsa, brilliant. You know what we are doing, right?
They are speaking about listening and reading about English.
Yes. See, what we said is that you remember we said an assignment, we gave an assignment. What are the 5 things you can do from your end to learn this language? Meaning Hafsa will do, or Hafsa is currently doing, or Hafsa will do after the training program to learn this language. So that's what, remember we said that, we discussed that yesterday as an assignment.
I was not knowing about that, sir.
Oh, okay. I discussed about that. Fine. So, what do you currently do to learn this language now? Is there anything in the routine which you do?
First thing is I have to listen as much as I possible.
Okay.
Then, what, sir?
Do you currently do that?
Yeah, I will listen.
Okay. Are you listening? Okay, fine.
Then I have to read.
Okay.
Then I have to try. If it is wrong, also, I should not stop it. I have to continue it.
Absolutely. Very good. Yeah.
If possible, I have to start collecting some words which are of different meaning, like which I have not known currently.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Fabulous. Yes.
Then, instead of watching cartoons, I should start reading the newspaper in English or anything in English.
Do you watch cartoons?
Oh, yes, sir.
English cartoons? English cartoon movie?
No, sir, that one. Motu Patlu is done.
Okay.
No, sir, that one. Motu Patlu.
Okay. Watch some lovely animation English movies as well if you are interested in that. Some of the animation movies like Lion King, Finding Nemo, I'm sure all of you would have watched as well. Right? Right. So these are some of my best movies. So that is also very interesting if you like this, that.
Okay.
Motu, I will remember that. Okay, fine. What else?
That's also.
Okay. Brilliant, Hafsa, fabulous. See, if you are not connected for some reason, no, Hafsa and Hafifa, you both have some issue, I know. Just ask us when you're connecting back, and maybe or before the end of session, if you are around, just ask what were the tasks so that we will explain. Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
Brilliant. I believe you would have made the sentences of the words which we gave yesterday.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, brilliant. So we will come back to that at the end of this particular session. Thank you very much. And FIFA, let me try again. Are you with us? Okay. We can't help it out because in this pandemic, we can't help it out.
Hello, sir. Is it my turn?
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear me properly, sir?
Absolutely, we're able to hear you properly. I think there is some like time lag because I'm talking, it's going to you after some time. That's fine. We'll bear with Hafifa. Please, all yours.
Okay. So first and the foremost thing is self-confidence. So you should have self-confidence in you. If you believe you can, then you can. Whatever it is, it's not only about speaking something or learning something. For everything you should have self-confidence, first of all. You shouldn't think that what others think or what what if I make mistakes, and what if others laugh at me, and all this stuffs. You shouldn't bother about that. And then rest of all they are all as already they have all told, listening, like writing, all those things. I would like to talk about listening and speaking. There is difference between hearing and listening. So listening is kind of you're grasping something from someone who is speaking with you, and hearing like just like hit from this ear and will go out of this ear, like that. Hearing, listening something like it will remain in your brain. Okay, so that is one is you have to. It is not only enough to listen. It is not done yet. Only if you listen, then when you will talk, you have to implement it. You have to implement all those words which you have what you say, listened from others. So implement it. Then practice makes man perfect, which my sir taught me in school days. So if you practice continuously, if you keep on practicing it, then you will definitely succeed in that, whatever you are doing, whatever it might be, you are learning something or whatever it is. So that is what practice. Then writing, obviously you should know the words and all, like letters and all, which you are learning language. It's words you should be knowing, right? Whatever it is. Then next one is writing. Then done. And I don't watch like any movies and series and all like others, but I used to do once upon a time, like in during my school days. I used to watch movies and all. I am very into it. English, like reading books and all. Then I stopped it because of my busy schedule. Then but I still do watch some cartoons which is in English as well as in Hindi, but I would like to watch it in English more. I would prefer to watch it in English rather. Then
Okay.
Then I do chat with my friends, and the most important thing I often do is I speak with myself. That is in English. Like before talking to others, we have to practice it, right? We have to know how to speak with others. Then only we will get some confidence in ourselves. So I quite often speaking with myself. I have that habit of speaking with myself in front of mirror or while riding, giving commentary and all, giving commentary and while riding in English. That's all in English. And speaking with their siblings. I have already told you before in the session, in the previous session.
Absolutely, you did.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely, you did. Okay, great, Hafifa, fabulous. Right? So everyone were listening to you very keenly. There was some interesting moment as well where hearing and other thing everybody enjoyed and had a kind of a share. I don't know whether you can see them, right? So that was good, right? So it was kind of a motivating speech for everyone as well, the way you started, right? So that was good. So I believe a lot of things what you said is like, this should be done, this should be done. So great, but also ensure that this is also getting there in your system as well, which is very important. That is what precisely.
Yeah, I do.
Brilliant, fabulous, great. So stay connected. Hopefully you made the sentences for the words. I'll come back to you at the end of this. Sorry?
Which word? I don't know.
Okay, right. So Nikita, did we have any sentence for yesterday? Yesterday we took it as an assignment. Right?
You gave only one word, sir.
Okay, what was that word?
Culprit.
Culprit. Culprit is the only word. FIFA, keep it ready. Okay. Okay, thanks. And you can go on mute now. Thank you very much. Right. Brilliant. So this was kind of a circle. This was very important as well. And I'm so happy because I give you a kind of an opportunity to say you are taking the stage, right? So to call it. Very expressive, very in detail. That is precisely what I want. And if this can happen, I can just be here as a guest and listen to all of you. And then the task is getting over. I can come in here and there, and that is something would be enough. Okay, brilliant. So that was a very important exercise, and hopefully you can keep doing this on a regular basis. I know there will be days where you are not able to do because of the work. Maybe it could happen 2 days or 3 days, but ensure that it doesn't go into the long gap, and then you will lose the interest. So that is something. These are good habits to get in. So that is something great. Hopefully you can do that. Okay, great. So what we can do is that quickly a few things because talking to yourself also, she said, yeah, that is also something which we have in the slide. Where you're talking to yourself in terms of your mind or maybe yourself as well. That's also something pretty important. And Hafsa also said about like don't feel shy and those kind of a thing, which was covered also, right? So that is also very, very important. Feeling confident, never feeling shy, right? You're learning, right? So yes, mistakes. If you understand if these are the mistakes, then what you can do is that you can start working on those mistakes and correcting it. So that is something which can be done. Okay, brilliant. So there is some kind of a cross smile going on between Bhumika and Nikita. I wonder what it is. Okay, whatever it is, fine. Okay, because they're good friends, because when they are, Bhumika is not around, Nikita helps with the assignment and all. So that is a great thing, great friendship. Okay, great. So fabulous. So let's get into the lesson plan now. And so let me share the slide with you now. Just give me 1 second. So here you go. This is we complete this yesterday, right? So what precisely we are doing now? We are having we are of course learning, but at the same time we are having a lot of good time as well, because I can see smile around everywhere. We are enjoying each other's speech, what they are talking about, right? And we are having a good time, and right. So we also did a kind of a joke thing as well, which came out very, very well. Right, so those are the things. So we are making it interesting, and this is precisely it should be where you're learning. It should be interesting. It should not be like going into the classroom and sitting and with a book and all. No, that's something you will not be able to do every day. So that is why this is very easy actually. Language learning, you can keep it entertaining, and the learning can also happen. So that is precisely happening in the session as well. Okay, so let's do the first part in terms like the 4 facet. We are covering the important facet now, which is listening, right? I can see that all of you have great listening skills, no doubt about that, right? You're able to hear me clearly, you're able to understand clearly. So that's a big, big plus for all the participants. So this is something very, very paramount and very important for learners as well. The more and more and more you listen, right? Somebody said commentary, another thing. I didn't ask them because they were in the flow. I didn't want to interrupt them. So so these are the things. So what you do is that the more and more you listen, anyone, right? They keep getting better and better. like some said that there will be words where you don't know, then you can go through, and so that is how you become expert. Your vocabulary increase. I see all of you becoming really master and expert as well. You are in some level already now, and only you can get better, right? And down the line, believe me, somewhere down the line, because you all look very capable in terms of making a good career, right? All are looking very skillful, right? So I'm definitely, if you want to grow and down 5 years, who knows where you will be? You probably would have been, would be heading or doing something pretty important as well. And that time, this language skills will help you, and you will be, you can find yourself in some other level, right? And like Hafsa and Hafifa as well, they're very young as well, because they are studying, and so they have the entire life ahead of them. So this is something which you can do now. This is important. So everything starts with the listening. So that is why this is the baby example as well, right? The first and the foremost thing is that listening, right? So this is where most of the thing happens as well, right? So that is very, very important. So the thing is that, so the listening part, so the picture signifies, what does it signify? You are making meaning of what you are listening, and when you regularly listen to it, it becomes pretty easy for you. And then it goes into your ear, and what happens is that you are making some kind of sense in terms like a hard disk is spinning. There are 3 tiny wheels, so, and then finally you get the message. So that is precisely what it is. So very, very important skill. Anyone who wants to improve the language or want to take their skills into a different level, this is something which would really, really help you. Okay. And with listening, you can pick up a lot of accent as well, lot of style as well, right? Why can't we talk the language with a lot of style and panache? Panache is like style, right? Right. So when you talk itself, when you deliver itself, why not we use that? Because that you'll be picking up listening is from listening only, like in movies. Hey, what's up with you? What are you doing? Right. So this is something why can't we do with that thing? We certainly can do, right? So that with confidence we'll be able to do, right? So that is something we can imitate. So that also becomes possible if you do a lot of listening, which is very important, right? So let's go to the next one. I think this is precisely what Hafifa was saying, hearing and what do you call, just listening and all, that is right. So this covers this thing. So this particular slide covers this, right? So I'll ask one of you to read this. Can I go to Bhumika? Can you read the first para for me, Bhumika, please?
First one is casual listening. Casual listening is to listen to someone or something without much attention.
Bhumika, read from top, no? Types of listening.
Yeah, sure. Types of listening. Okay. There are various forms of listening. These are as follows. Casual listening. Casual listening is to listen to someone or something without much attention and concentration. This type of listening has no specific purpose.
Thank you very much, Bhumika. Very good. Right. So there's an error here, which should not be much. It should be much. Right. So so there's an error. Okay. Fine. Thank you, Bhumika. So this is precisely there are 2 kinds of listening. So we are talking about one, right, which is a casual. So a casual is like without much of focus, much of attention, because it doesn't require the attention, right? Some classic examples of casual listenings is that, right, say suppose you are traveling in a train. I'm sure all of us have traveled in a train or a bus. There are a lot of chatters happening around us. So do we really need to focus on that or make sense for a sense of it? No, it's not required, right? So that's kind of a casual listening. You go into a market, or you go into a supermarket, or you go into anywhere else where it's crowded, right? So, or maybe there are a lot of chatting which is happening, which is not doesn't make any sense to you. You don't have to focus on that. So in life as well, or there will be a lot of these kind of what do you call listening. which, because you can't have a earbud in your eyes. No, I'm not going to hear. No, that can't happen. So it will hit your earbud and then it will go there, but you're not too much focused on that, because that's not necessary for you and it doesn't call for your attention, right? So that is something, that's what this is for, right? Casual listening. So casual listening is to listen to someone or something without much attention, not required. Why do we have to pay attention? It's not required, right? Attention needs something else, some focus on something else, and concentration, much attention and concentration. This type of listening has no specific purpose, right? There's no purpose, not required at all. Look at this girl, she's enjoying the music, she's like a casual listening. Maybe she could be actively listening as well, but she's in a kind of a mood and then she's casually doing that. So similarly, I gave a lot of examples which can happen that way as well, right? So let's come to the focused listening. So whom can I call upon? Can I call upon Sharanya to read this, please?
Yes, sir. Focused listening. Focused listening is international and intentional and systematic process. The listener gives his full attention and concentration on what the speaker is saying to get information, knowledge, and ideas. This type of listening is also considered as intensive listening.
Brilliant. Thank you, Sharanya. Very good. Right. So this is another thing which is completely opposite to it. This is focused, right? So, for example, focused listening is like, suppose your boss is calling and giving an assignment. Will you be casual? No, you will be completely focused, right? You will be listening something which is required for the work. So you have to focus. Suppose your client, you interact with your client is giving some instruction. Will you be casual? No, you will be having all your attention towards that particular what that person is saying, right? So that is like focused listening. You are focused listening now because you are there, part of this particular session. You focusedly, we are connected with each other. Now, at this point of time, I'm talking and you're focusedly listening. When you are talking, not only everyone, even I'm focusing on listening to that particular participant. So that is focused listening. So focused listening is what will help you your skills. Right, your English skills. So let me connect this with the English now. So one thing is that yes, casually you will be enjoying a movie, but the focus is on the words and how you are making sense of that particular word, how you are going to use that word, those kind of a thing, right? So even if you're tuned to it somewhere down, it's getting downloaded in your system. So that is something automatically will come out as well. What goes in will come out as well. So this is what it is. So focused listening is intentional. I'm sure you know what is intentional. Anyone, what is intentional?
With purpose.
Absolutely, with purpose. Who is saying Nikita, I believe? I can't see you. I'm hearing your voice. With purpose, actually.
Yes,
Let me come to the screen. Okay, I keep on. Who said so? Afifa said it, is it?
No, sir. Hafsa.
Oh, okay. See, when I'm on that screen, I put it full screen. No, I can't see you. So I thought it sounded like Nikita, I said. Okay, fine. So very good. Purpose. Fantastic, Hafsa. Even the other class as well, you did say some words and all. So that was fabulous. Right. Intentional is, you can take this word as an thing. Intentional, for making words for the next class. Intentional. Intentional is with purpose. Intentional is deliberately. Right? I'll explain this word. Make a note of this word. Okay. So focused listening. Focused listening is intentional and systematic process. Intentional meaning like casual listening, you're not worried. Intentional. This is you intentionally want, deliberately want, or purposefully want to focus. That is what it is. And systematic process, right? So the focus, the listening is also kind of a process where you're processing your thing. It's like a systematic process. Focused listening is intentional and systematic process where you're processing your thing. The listener gives his full attention, complete attention listener gives, and concentration what the speaker is saying, right? to get the information, because you have to grab the information whatever the speaker is saying. Get the information. If the speaker is sharing some knowledge, right, that knowledge you are trying to grab. If there is any ideas or thought process or any other things being shared here, those are the things which is being grabbed or maybe listened to, right? So that is precisely what it is. So this is intentional. So this is not a casual one. This type of listening is also considered as intensive listening. Intensive listening. This is also called intensive listening. So what is intensive? Can anybody say what is intensive? Okay. So intensive is like, see, when you come across a word, now immediately find where you have listened to this word. You would have all listened to intensive care unit. Everybody have listened, ICU, right? So what happens in ICU? What happens in normal ward? Normal ward is normal treatment. ICU is like intensive treatment, meaning serious. He is a very intensive person, meaning he is a very, very serious person. So this is another word we can take it. I'll explain words for you and sentence for you so that you can take for the class, right? So intensive. So make a note of it. This is another word. Okay, brilliant. So now we are clear. I believe our listening has to be of what do you call? Listening has to be more of the focused listening, or not the casual one. So if we can do it on a regular basis, then what will happen is that our language skills will improve, right? So the two words which we discussed about that, let me explain that to you. One is intentionally. I intentionally wanted to call him and give my feedback to him. Intentionally, deliberately, right? He intentionally hurt him, deliberately wanted to hurt him. His intentions were not clear right from beginning, because I doubted his intention. He looked like a culprit only right from beginning. Our word, culprit, right? He looked like a culprit right from beginning. His intention was not clear. Another word is intensive. I attended a very intensive training program, would be one, right? He's a very intensive character. He goes very deep in any of the topics. So intensive. I did intensive preparation for exam. So these are the ways how we can use intensive. Okay, so these two words are given. Hafsa and Hafifa. Hafsa is not there. Hafsa is there.
Yes.
Please make a note of these words. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. Make a note.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you, very good. Very good. I'll also give you another word, nitty-gritty. I'll give you another good word. I'll give you nitty-gritty. I think I used this word in the class, so I'll give you that now. I'll type it here. So make a note of this as well, nitty-gritty. Nitty-gritty is nothing but, now let's get into the nitty-gritty of things, meaning let's get into the detail, right? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. I'll type this word, nitty-gritty. Nitty-gritty. The nitty-gritty of any training program is that have your topics covered completely, right? The nitty-gritty of this, okay, so that is one thing you can make, nitty-gritty. I explained the nitty-gritty of what do you call proper exercising, how to properly exercise, meaning your warm-up, so that you don't get a catch, right? And then your proper exercise, which can build up if you want to build up your muscle, stamina and all. I explained the nitty-gritty, or the gym trainer explained the nitty-gritty of the routines, right? That's another way, right? You can use nitty-gritty, right? What else? Nitty-gritty. So these are the words which you can do. If you want, I can search one more nitty-gritty, right? And so you can use that. So this is another very good word to have. Nitty-gritty sounds great, and this is also very commonly used, right? So nitty-gritty. So you can let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So that's another word which is there, and work out the cost. Yeah, I thought about this. I didn't say. I don't know why. So if you're starting, suppose all of you are getting into the business tomorrow, for example, right? So let's then what we'll say is that let's get to the nitty-gritty of the cost. How much we have to invest, what we are going to do, nitty-gritty. You're having a kind of a detailed plan, nitty-gritty. Okay, so that is what it is. Great. So 3 sentences are done for today. We had only one yesterday. So what we can do is that I believe we have time. We can go one by one and quickly finish that sentence so that we would be done for the day. So can I quickly go to Kanchana? Kanchana, what's the thing for culprit?
Culprit. The culprit has escaped due to the ignorance of policemen.
Okay. Usually happens in Indian scenario, a very Indian scenario kind of thing. Culprit escaped because of the police. Thank you very much. Sorry?
Indian movie.
Indian movie. Absolutely. Indian movie. Brilliant, Kanchana. Simple one. Straightforward one. Very good one. Yes, Bhumika. What's yours for culprit?
Luckily, the culprit was arrested without anyone being harmed.
Okay. Luckily, the culprit was arrested without anybody being harmed. That's a good thing. Yes. Brilliant. Everybody happy. Great. Nikita, what's yours?
Are you the culprit who broke my watch?
You know the culprit who broke your watch. I hope it's not Bhumika who did that. No? She did it? No, she didn't do. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Very good one. Sharanya, what have you got for us?
Culprit fell and broke his arm as he ran away from the police.
Okay, he ran away from police. Okay, broke his arm. Yes, as he ran away from police. Good one, Sharanya. Very good. Yes, Hafifa, what have you got for us?
There was a culprit in our home who stole our fish.
Oh, he came to steal your fish. Okay, it should have been a very important fish she wanted to steal. Yes, Hafifa, thank you very much. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, she agrees. Hafsa, what's the one?
So culprit means a thief kind. Thief.
It's up to you. I wanted to make some sentence of it where I'm going to use
sir, I
in a
want the
different
meaning
way.
of that. Culprit
Culprit
means
is thief. Yes, could be thief, not necessary. Oh, yes. Yes.
nowadays number of culprit has been increased.
A number of culprits have increased.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe because people don't have job and all. Yes, it has happened, right? Culprits is someone who's accused of charge of crime, and mostly it's related with thief, right? So thank you, Hafsa. Thank you very much. And make a note of the sentences what we have given for tomorrow, right? So have we got 2 words or 3 words? 2 words?
3.
3 words. We have got 3 words. Fabulous. Okay, so I'll use another way of culprit before we wind up for the day, right? I always doubted his mind is the real culprit. So I'm getting into the another way, right? Like poem and all, they write. Hafsa, you can go on mute if you can, please. Right. So, like in poem, they use the same word. Now, this is something which the team is capable here of doing that. The participants are. Culprit could be used in a different way, right? So the real culprit is our mind, which ensures we don't put our efforts. Could be that way as well, right? Our body becomes the culprit where we are not putting our efforts, maybe in the gym or could be somewhere. So that is another way how we can use the culprit as well. And this could go for other words as well. Right. So brilliant. I think I really enjoyed this session. I'm sure you also did. We had a lot of fun and learning as well. A lot of laugh which was going around, and laugh is always like smile is always infectious. Like a lot of good laughers in this particular thing, right? From Sharanya, Nikita, Bhumika, Kanchana, and everybody. So that keeps everybody laughing. Right. That's very, very good. So I really enjoyed. And with the promise that we will again meet up tomorrow at the same time. And I wish you all a good evening and see you back again tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you very much, Kanchana. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Sharanya. Thank you, Bhumika.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Afsa.